Dude, I can't take this. Hold on. They've been fighting in a war for like over 10 years. It makes sense. Hello everybody, welcome back. I am continuing Epic with the Circe Saga. Last saga, Odysseus was basically almost home. Found the island in the sky. He decided to make a stop to ask for Areolus, I think was the god's name. I guess for like a request for some wind to like push them closer and faster to home, I think. And that's why Eurylochus was like, I don't know about your plans anymore, you know, like this could end up wrong, which it did. People thought that he was hiding treasure, so they opened the bag of wind and storm. And the wind pushed them to the land of giants, where Poseidon made his entrance and basically decimated the fleet for hurting his son Polyphemus, however you say it. And now we're here. So what I know about the Circe Saga, Calypso. And fun little fact, okay? I'm gonna make this quick. So, when I was younger, I wanted to get a pair of hamsters. I wanted a boy and a girl. And I decided it would be fun to name them, I guess, like couple names. But I decided, I don't know, to go like mythical with it, whatever. So I think I just searched up like famous couple names or something. And this, I guess, was my first exposure to Odysseus as a young kid trying to look for hamster names. And the pair of names that came out was Odysseus and Calypso as a couple name. But now that I know that it's actually Odysseus and Penelope, I don't know what Google was thinking back then. Anyways, so just interesting little bit of lore. Anyways, so I know that we meet Calypso, and I can't entirely avoid like spoilers or whatnot. So I know that he's stuck there for probably a couple years. And I have heard of some cut songs like Appetite. It was pretty interesting, but I kind of know the vibe that we're going into, and I know one song, it's like, I got all that you want here, all that you need here, you know, because it was trending on TikTok. Anything that was basically trending on TikTok for Epic, I know about, so there's that. Anyways, let's get into it. And we're starting off with Puppeteer. Let me double check the subtitles. Yes. Look at all this food, look at all this sheep. Okay, so they made their way to an island. I know like no words have been spoken, but the fact that it's the chorus song, or like, you know, the beginning part of Polyphemus, where it's like, what's it called? We should find a way that no one ends up dead. Okay, I just realized that Full Speed Ahead and Polyphemus had like an kind of an interconnected melody of sorts. I don't know what it's called, like music, like in musical terms, but like right here in this part, obviously I heard like, look at all this food, look at all this sheep. But for me, in this specific part, I don't know why I thought back to, we should find a way that no one ends up dead, which I find kind of ironic, because he's looking out to the rest of his men after all of his men are basically dead.
Captain, I have something that I must confess. Something that I must get off my chest.
Did he tell the men to open it?
Until it is said I cannot rest.
I don't think he's gonna care that much right now.
Captain, you really gotta make sure this island is secure.
Okay, more GG.
There's only so much left we can endure. Whatever you need to say can wait some more. Of that I'm sure. Okay.
I was gonna say, is there something wrong with the wind?
Soon. Where's the rest of your crew? And by the gods, what happened to you?
I think it's actually just supposed to signify a time change, like time
We
passing.
came across a palace. Inside we heard a voice. It seemed to show no malice. To greet it was our choice, but nothing could prepare us for the power that awaited inside.
What did this palace hide?
Sir, since we left home, we faced a variety of foes from a wide range of places. Gods, monsters, you know the roster. Hostile creatures that we could resist. But this was a hell of a twist, cause we are weak to a power like this.
What was it?
A woman.
What?
Wait, I need a woman.
A woman.
What?
I mean, they've been fighting off, like they've been fighting in a war for like over 10 years. It makes sense.
She had us in just 2 words.
I was gonna say, dude, this song is gonna be so unserious. Hopefully, I like this vibe. Let's keep it up. Nothing twisted yet, okay? Please.
She had us in just 2 words.
Come inside.
Damn.
Welcome to the best part of your life.
Ooh.
Go ahead and rest wherever you like. I've got you. Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
She's English, or just
Only I stayed out
you know, the singer.
side, but the rest went in.
Take a seat.
I think there's an English accent.
You want something to eat. I bet you're tired from the years spent on your feet. I've got you. Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
By the time they ate, it was far too late. Go inside the meal.
Think of your past.
She had cast a spell.
And your mistakes.
They began to squeal
They'll be the
and
last
grow snouts and tails.
mistakes you'll make.
She changed them.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
They transformed,
This is the price.
and it wasn't quick.
We paid to live.
She turned our men
The world is not
from men to pigs.
and to forgive.
She changed them.
I've got all.
Okay, wait. So I don't really know much about Circe. I don't know if Circe's Calypso or if Calypso is someone under Circe. I'm mostly kind of curious about like this
I've got all the
like, let me get rid of subtitles real quick. This like stomach marking. I don't know what it means, but I'm kind of getting like, well, I don't want to assume, but maybe like, you know, like a fertility goddess or something along those lines. And I think it's very symbolic that the men are being turned into pigs. Maybe this is an island reserved for just women.
power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
They
And there's a
transformed,
spider.
This is the
and
price.
it wasn't quick.
We paid to live.
She turned our men
The world is not
from men to pigs.
and to forgive.
She changed them.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
We have to go save them.
They're
No, we
pigs.
don't. Look
What
at
else
all
can you
we've
do?
lost and all we've learned. Every single cost is so much more than what we've earned. Think about the men we have left before they're none. Let's just cut our losses, you and I, and let's run.
Of course I'd like to leave now.
Wait, is he insinuating that only him and Odysseus run and leave everybody else behind? Am I crazy? Or he just means like, let's just ditch the people who already got turned into pigs and let's dip with everybody else.
Losses, you and I, and let's run.
Of course I'd like to leave now.
everything we've done. There's no length I wouldn't go. If it was you, I had to.
Okay. Somebody with wings on the feet. That rings a bell. I might be a clown for trying to assume who it is, but is it Hermes?
Save. I can only hope you do the same.
I can hear her still,
No one will find
and her voice deceives.
their way between.
What if she can't be killed?
My nymphs and I.
Would you choose to leave?
Okay.
Their love queen.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna call them nymphs, but or like disciples, but I forgot the terminology. Okay, so
What if she can't be killed?
My nymphs and I.
Would you choose to leave?
Their love queen.
I don't know.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer.
She's a
Yeah.
clever witch,
This is the price.
and she's hard to slay.
We paid it all.
It's a game of wits,
We draw the line.
but you don't have to play.
Watch from above.
I have to try.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
okay.
Come inside.
Damn.
Ooh, okay. This is cute. Okay. I'm just mostly still curious on why she turns men into pigs. Or is it anybody that they could love, maybe, that turned into pigs? I don't know why. And is it just me, or did it kind of insinuate that the nymphs don't necessarily want to follow her, or they have no choice of like leaving her? I don't know, like this.
I can hear her still,
No one will find
and her voice deceives.
their way between.
What if she can't be killed?
My
Oh,
nymphs and
no one will find their way between my nymphs and I. But I'm pretty I might be ruining like my experience with this saga if I tried to like predict, but I know Calypso comes into this, so I'm gonna assume that Calypso is a nymph, and Odysseus unwillingly becomes a divide between Circe and Calypso, and because of that division is what's gonna allow them to like escape.
Would you choose to leave?
their love queen.
I don't know.
Okay, so that's all I got for Puppeteer. Now next is Wouldn't You Like. Okay, so I had to take a quick break to charge my camera, but in that time of recharging, I realized that maybe what's her face, Calypso, isn't in this saga. And I was going through the saga playlist on Spotify, and I think the song for sure that she's in is Love in Paradise, I think. So I was thinking way ahead. So that leaves me with basically knowing nothing on how this Circe Saga is gonna end, because I thought it was gonna go one way, but anyways, enjoy my my crazy theory crafting that I was probably completely wrong about. Anyways, all right, so let's continue on with Wouldn't You Like. What is that? That's a creepy giggle. Is it a trickster?
I must say, what a brilliant speech you gave.
Oh wait, it has like custom captions. I think I could turn off the captions.
Who goes there?
Just a friend
Okay, so I thought this was Hermes, and I don't know who it is still.
who could help you save your men. A foe like Circe's not to be messed with. You want to beat her, you'll need the blessing of a certain god. Divine intervention, someone who's not afraid to send a message.
Hermes?
Yeah, okay.
Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can beat her. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. She can turn you to an enemy.
Okay, but why would Hermes want to help Odysseus?
More that'll end up on her plate. She can all but make you fall in love like you're on your 100th date. She can conjure up a monster that'll grind you to the bones. She has all the ways to hurt you when you take her on alone. Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her.
Okay, so Hermes is offering magic or just like an advantage in general against Circe? Because right now, I guess Circe's, like, as a threat is just turning the men into pigs and then eating them afterwards. But I still don't understand why Hermes wants to help Odysseus. And, I don't know.
Oh, here in the roots of this flower that lies such a power to take her on. You must consume and digest it, then you'll manifest a being of your creation. All you need's imagination, though it's only for a moment. Till you've beaten your opponent.
And I call this fruit Holy Moly.
Dude, I like Hermes. He's so funny. Also, why do they seem to be British in this region?
Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her.
Hermes! Thank you.
Don't thank me, friend. You very well may die.
Oh.
Good luck.
I don't know what to think of Hermes. Like, thank you, but thank you, I guess. Like, I don't know. So he's usually a messenger, but why? So basically, just being like, instead of having to like fight in a battle where you may lose against Circe, why not just like, I'll give you the upper hand. I don't know. I gotta keep watching. Okay, let's go. Alright, up next is done for. Oh, let me put back subtitles. Let me just, no, wrong button. Subtitles, English, okay.
Let of the palace, sorry that I asked this, but I hope that I've been misinformed. I sent out some scouts to take a look around through here, and they wound up at your doors. Through the years we seldom get a warm welcome, so I must ask just to be sure.
Okay, I just wonder what monster Odysseus is gonna conjure up. I heard.
Warm welcome, so I must ask your doors. Through the years we seldom get a warm welcome, so
Okay.
I must ask just to be sure. Did you do something to them?
Who, me? All I did was reveal their true form.
You turn them into pigs.
I'm in our bigs.
I don't know who you are nor why you're here, but let me make this one thing clear. I've got people to protect, nymphs I can't neglect, so I'm not taking chances, dear. If you make one wrong move, then you're done for. Anything I don't approve, then you're done for.
fail at placing any spells on me. I just ate a flower, one that claims your power, so you better cower now and flee.
Okay, so he's basically bluffing. I'm pretty sure. And Circe is a water nymph? Or what type of nymph is she?
You must be a liar, mortals can't acquire money without dire consequence.
Then I must be a god like you, cause I got this root from the ground with my bare hands.
Hermes gave it to you, didn't he?
Okay, fine, yes. But regardless,
Okay, so if her... I don't know. Like, if she knows that Hermes is behind this, how many times has Hermes attempted this, and will this actually work?
When I are now evenly matched, our fates are intertwined, they're attached. I've got
Is my audio whack? Or is that just like the...
now evenly matched.
okay, fine, yes. But regardless,
You and I are now evenly
Okay, no.
matched.
'Cause
Our
it's like...
fates are intertwined, they're attached. I've got people to protect, friends I can't neglect. So now there is no turning back. You've made your one wrong move, now you're done for. I will be the warning back. You've made your one wrong move, now you're
Oh, also, I was gonna say in the last animatic, I saw a glimpse of when Hermes mentioned, oh, Circe can create a monster. I got a glimpse of, like, I guess the animals, and I forgot to ask, well, you know, if you could answer, if it was a chimera. Chimera. Because it has, like, the head of a lion and the tail of a snake, and I don't know what else is over here. And he summoned a cyclops, I guess.
done for. I will be the one to prove that you're done for. Not even a spell saves you, cause you're done for. Oh, you better run, or soon you will be done for.
you've lost.
My nymphs are like my daughters, I protect them at all costs. The last time we let strangers live, we faced a heavy loss.
What happened?
You've given me no reason to bestow you with my trust, but everyone's true colors are revealed in acts of lust.
I'm not sure I follow.
You're not gonna get him like that. But is that also implying what happened to the nymphs? I'm not entirely sure. But look at him. He's unfazed. Let's go.
There are other ways of persuasion.
Okay. So I see where this is going for the next one. Alrighty. Time for the last one. There are other ways.
There are other ways of persuasion. There are other modes of control. There are other means of deceit. There are other roads to the soul. There are other actions of passion. You have so much left to learn.
She's trying to set the mood. Oh my god.
Want to save your men from the fire? Show me that you're willing to burn.
Who's to say with the mistakes I've made
Don't be
that they
afraid.
will be the
Think
last
of your
mistakes I
past.
ever made?
Don't break when there is so much power.
So much power, but there's no puppets here.
This is the
Dude, I can't take this. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm losing the words, but I'm trying to focus, I swear.
Mistakes I've made
Don't be
that they will
afraid.
be the
Think
last
of your
mistakes I
past.
ever made.
Don't break when there is so much power.
So much power, but there's no puppets here.
This is the price we
I'm
pay
just
love.
on
There is no line,
I'm
never
just
enough. So much power, so
Who's trying to go home? Oh my god. It's not gonna work. on him. Like, not disappointed that it's not gonna work. It's like, it's not gonna work, you know? Oh my god.
So much power, but there's no perfect healer.
I can't!
Penelope!
Back at home, my wife awaits for me. She's my everything, my Penelope. And she's all my power, all my power.
Okay, also, side note, I don't know anything about like Ithaca or I don't know, but I've seen in several animatics that their like bed chamber area is like trees, like a tree canopy, which I think it's really interesting. And there it is in the background.
But it's been 12 long years, oh, 12 long years since I have seen my wife. And now the god of tides is out to end my life. So I beg you, Circe, grant us mercy and let us puppets leave.
Okay. Do I think that Circe is gonna be like, yeah, sure, you can leave, no problem? Maybe. But I think there's gotta be something in return.
Poseidon, eh?
Yeah.
There might be a way to evade him. There might be a way to get home.
Okay, the little
Though
drone.
this other way's very dangerous. It might be your one final hope. I know of a brilliant prophet. Problem is this prophet is dead. I can't get you home, but I'll get you to the underworld instead.
Okay. I feel like I might recognize like the inkling of this design. I'm not sure by names, but underworld related, obviously. Is it just a seer? Oops, I accidentally fast forwarded. Okay. But it's giving like seer vibes, or like the person who's in charge of the boats, or where you have to like give something to the river or something so you could cross. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
I'll release your men and I'll get you to the underworld instead.
Wait, you're helping us?
There are many ways of persuasion. There are many modes of control. Maybe showing one act of kindness leads to kinder souls down the road.
Okay, she's winking.
Actions of passion.
Okay, so basically, she's helping them. She's basically kind of screwing them over by going to the underworld, right?
I have been in love once before. Maybe one day the world will need a puppeteer no more. Or maybe one day the world will need a puppeteer.
So much power, but there's no puppet here. No, she's not a bad, she's a puppeteer. No, she's not a bad, she's a puppeteer, yeah.
There's something in the undertones that I need to rewatch, like on my own time, to fully grasp. Like, I feel like I kind of got the whole picture, but there's something I'm missing or I didn't fully process. But other than that, so let me double check something actually. So we just finished the Circe Saga, and up next is the Underworld Saga. And since it's the Underworld Saga, will we kind of get a glimpse of like Hades and stuff, or it's just gonna be, because I see that it's only 3 songs, so I think we're just gonna rush past it maybe. But either way, like, I don't know. Huh. I well, because I don't know anything about the Odyssey, I have no idea where this is going. I mean, obviously, I got ahead of myself with trying to predict the whole Calypso thing. Oh, I almost forgot to rank them. Oh my god, I'm over here trying to do an outro, I mean. Okay. So, let me give them a quick listen again. Okay, so here is my tier list. Wouldn't you like for number 1? Let's see here. Let's see. There are other ways for second. Puppeteer third, and Done for fourth. Yeah. But I don't really know what to expect from the underworld. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.